There's no place like your home, and it's so good to see you. Well, as you can see here, it's pretty dark, and in this time of year, we need all the light that we can get. So if you looked at some of my earlier videos, you saw what I had done with some lights, but I'd like to just do a separate presentation this evening on lamps and lampshades and lighting for your special space. But before we go into that, let me show you this centerpiece that I came up with. Now, we're looking at the end of January, the end of February. Personally, I like to keep my greens up and my Christmas holiday decorations up until the end of February. Now I've pared down throughout this month in some of the specific Christmas decorations, but I like to keep a nice theme going, a nice feel going, just to get through these somewhat dark and cold winter months. So I still have my green centerpiece here from Christmas, and I left that up, and what I did is I found this just lovely little bouquet of silk roses in this little vase, and just intertwined a string of Valentine lights through that for $1, and I got my batteries. I always get the very inexpensive batteries at the dollar store as well. Keep that in mind because they can get to be an expensive addition to your accessories, and this way you do get a long life from them and you're not breaking the bank for yourself. But I will get my Valentine runner up here and then have a very inexpensive centerpiece to make the room just very warm and welcoming. Since I'm talking about Valentines, I do still want to draw your eye back here to my tree. Now I've left this up. It's a pencil tree, it's artificial. And I took my Christmas decorations down, and then if you see these cutouts here, they were on a string, and again, I got those at the Dollar Tree, and I just cut the string off, and I just tucked them in among the branches, and I left the gold garland up, and also the winter lights. So again, for another 3 weeks, I just have a nice little accent here that makes the room very warm and welcoming. Lastly, and what I really want to show you, I've wanted to make this video for quite some time. I found these lamps, and this was before Christmas, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to do these lights. And it's a very big piece, as you can see. It's a nice heavy porcelain, and soon as I saw the shape, I realized, or I thought, this looks like a Christmas tree. So I ended up buying them, and I'm still thinking of how I'm gifting them or what I'll do with them. But these beautiful shades, just these beautiful large silk shades, accent the lamp. And I'll show you what I did with one of them. Now, another thing, I have a lot that I want to share with you tonight. Another thing that I came up with, I almost didn't take the shades home with me, but you can unscrew it, and I saw this in a very high-end magazine of making this actually a chandelier. And what you could do with this and hang it, I think would just be absolutely just a creative and exquisite accent to any room. So I may yet do that with this shade, and I even love the lamp without it. It just accents this beautiful form. You could just put a bulb in there and just have it openly exposed. So I always want to just reiterate and drive home the fact that you can do so many things. You don't have to, spend a lot of money, and it's really what works for you. There are no rules to what I'm working on and developing as I see in decorating. So I hope that you take that along with you as well. So what I did with the other lamp here, I turned it into my idea, or my version of it being a Christmas tree. And I had some lovely beads around. They actually broke off of a string, so I just hot glued those all over the base. And then I did have a couple of strings that were okay, so I just put those around like a necklace on each of the sections, and took the shade and bought some red, obviously you can see red and green polka dot ribbon, and just hot glued strip after strip after strip. So this is an absolutely fun and whimsical lamp. It could go anywhere if you just like this look, or if you had a bed and breakfast or an Airbnb or something, just anywhere, you know, a beautiful fun entry, a good piece in an entryway for your home for the holiday season, or you may want to just keep this out all year. So the lamp was $10. I had all of these beads, and I bought two spools of ribbon. They were $3 each, so six. So for $16 in my light bulb, you have just a very fun and inviting piece into your decor. So I hope you like that. And let's just keep this lighting going. I wanted to show you this too. Now this was in the beach room, if we can get this. And this little beautiful oblong frame has these appliques on it, the beach appliques. So I spent, I think, $6 for that. And then I found it didn't have a shade. And that's what I want to also just make sure you know too. You can buy things, and they usually have light bulbs at the thrift store, so you can test them to make sure that the light works, and it does. So it didn't have that, but for $6 I got this, and then found a lampshade for a couple of dollars, and then I just hot glued these shells that I had all over this shade. So to me, I think lamps really can just add just a fun, very inexpensive accent to your room. So, you know, don't ever hesitate. You could do ribbons, you could do shells, you could do beads, you could do whatever you want, twine, whatever you feel will work with your decor. And all you really need is a hot glue gun to make sure that everything's on there nice and tight. So, and then our last little lamp here too, I'll show you. I actually got this little wrought iron tripod. It was free, and I just put a fresh coat of black gloss spray paint on it to give that a nice pop, and found a little white shade, and then did my ribbons, the turquoise and the yellow, and that pulls together in the room that it's in. And then I just found all these different colored little jewels and novelties and put those on there. Again, hot gluing them. And let me find my switch. There we go. And then just have a fun little lamp to accent your room. And overall, this was a $5-6 accessory to your home, your decor. So as always, there is no place like your home. Don't break the bank. It's just a fun, creative way to express yourself and to make your home very warm and inviting. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.